Hey everybody, welcome back to the front room. I'm Kai, and I'm here with my dad today.
So my son, start over.
No, keep going. You don't have to start over. Just go.
My son here,
Yeah.
sitting right here, brought me up to speed with with those two Drake diss tracks, Push Ups and Tailor Made. Tailor Made, I just love that title.
Yeah.
So now I know that there's more dissing on its way.
Yeah.
I don't know from whom,
Yeah.
but you're going to tell me.
Yeah. Off camera, I caught him up to speed with the J. Cole situation, and we talked about that in our Drake video that will be up
Yeah.
by the time of you seeing this on YouTube. And we're going to follow this as it goes along with the stuff that has already come out and then the stuff that I'm sure will come out after what has happened today, actually, that we will eventually touch on. And this track that we're going to cover in this video is from Kendrick Lamar. It's his response to Drake's.
Well, I'm looking forward to this because he came with a lot of attitude on that Future track.
Yeah.
What was it called? Just that?
Like that.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if he's going to approach this in a similar vein, it should be good stuff.
Yeah. Should be really good. So
Yeah.
Drake's released on the 19th, both of those tracks of April. And then Kendrick just randomly released this on Tuesday. So I think it was April 30th. So last Tuesday, I was fishing and I was on my way home with Brody.
Yeah.
I was like, wow,
Oh,
Kendrick just released a new track.
Oh,
and
wow.
that new track is called...
Well, it won't be hard to top that the Cole track.
Yeah, well, I mean, at this point...
which is pretty.
But the thing is, Cole is just out of it now, right?
Yeah, he excused himself. Right.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
Cole's out of the picture for the most part.
Okay.
At least at this point, right? So
Yeah.
it's a direct response to some of Drake's
Right.
disses.
We'll have to see if Kendrick takes a minor poke at Cole along the way.
Maybe, yeah.
Along the way here.
Yeah, right. So, okay, let's see what's up here. So we have Euphoria by Kendrick, and this is the cover
Euphoria.
for it.
Euphoria, feeling of well-being or elation.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Just the dictionary definition.
absolutely. Yeah.
And let's just get into it.
Yeah.
This one is gonna be interesting. So feel free to pause yourself.
Have you heard this?
Yeah, I've heard it several times.
All right.
And there's lots of stuff in it. So forgive me if I don't understand every line, but we're gonna check some annotations as well if we need some help.
Okay.
Euphoria. Them superpowers get neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling. You're moving just like a degenerate. Heavy antic is feeling distasteful. Why calculate? You're not as calculated. I can even predict your angle. Fabricate stories on the family front, cause you heard Mr. Morale. A pathetic master manipulator. I can smell the tails on you now. You're not a rap artist, you're a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted. Tommy Hilfiger stood out, but FUBU never had been your collection.
Okay. Why the reference to Tommy Hilfiger and FUBU?
Yeah, so you're not a rap artist, you're a scam artist with hopes of being accepted. Similar to the Mos Def thing. You know, Drake's pop music. He's not hip hop, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
a lot of people feel that way. So that's
Yeah.
one thing that people always make fun of Drake about, right? Despite his success, not being part of the culture. That's a huge thing. Being from Canada, growing up with a white mother. I mean, like
it's not one thing in and of itself.
It's a whole
it's the combination
mixture. It's
of
a combination,
things, right?
Him being in Degrassi, that's why he said,
Yeah.
the famous actor,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like he was an actor from a young age. This guy's talking about being having mob ties and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So you're not a rap artist, you're a scam artist with hopes of being accepted. He injects himself into all these types of music from different places, you know, even British, UK hip hop.
And he's still an actor, even though now his medium is rap.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so with that in mind, Tommy Hilfiger stood out. I don't know the annotation definition, but to me it means like Tommy Hilfiger is created by a white guy worn by white people
Okay.
traditionally. That stood out to you, but FUBU, which was more of a streetwear brand, especially during the 2000s, I think, and the 90s.
Oh, okay. Never
Worn
had
by
been,
hip artists,
never had been your collection. All right.
Yeah, so
I get it.
some good lyrics there.
Yeah.
Make music that electrify 'em. You make music that pacify 'em. I can double down on that line, but spare you this time. That's random acts of kindness. Know you're a master manipulator and habitual liar too. But don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you.
Just let it get into it. Let it get into it.
Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, I'm out the way, yeah, I'm low, okay.
right.
Yeah, the island right here is remote, okay. I ain't thinking about no reaper, nigga, I'm reaping what I sow, okay. Got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house, like I'm Joe, okay. Hellcat, made his homeboys and them types LA solo, okay. Everybody wanna be demon till they get chipped by your throwaway. And I might do a show a day. Once a lame, always a lame. Oh, you thought the money, the power of fame will make you go away. Have you ever played? Have you ever? Okay, nigga, let's play. Have you ever walked your enemy down like with a poker face? Have you ever paid 500,000 like to an open case? Well, I have, and I failed at both, but I came out straight. I hate when I rap or talk about guns, then somebody die, they turn into nuns, then I hop online like pray for my city. He faking for likes and digital hugs. His daddy a killer, he wanna be junior. They must have forgot the shit that they done. Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I park your son. The very first time I shot me a Drake, the homie had told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today I show you I learned from those mistakes. Somebody had told me that you got a ring. On God, I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian nigga make Pac turn in his grave. You got shit twisted. What is it, the brakes?
Yeah.
I hurt your feelings, you don't work with me no more. Okay. There's 3 ghosts left, and I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage. I love them to death, and in 8 bars I'll explain that phrase. It's not nobody can tell me. I don't wanna talk on no celly. You know I got language barriers. It's no accent you can sell me. You're Cole and Ivory know I'm a selfish nigga. The crown is heavy. I pray they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. I don't like you popping shit at Pharrell. For him, I inherit the beef. Yeah, fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you push a T. You better off spinning the spin on him. You think about pushing me. He's Terrence Thornton, I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping.
So I'm gonna pause it there just because there's a lot of stuff, right?
Oh yeah, there's tons. I wanted to say, what does that mean? What's he on about here? What's he on about there? You know?
Yeah.
But he's on fire. He's full of passion. He's really pissed off sounding.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Good stuff, and I like the beat. The beat's fantastic.
Yeah. So like, there's some stuff I don't understand that maybe we can check out, but there's things like the very first time I shot me a Drake, that's like his shot at Drake, but Drake, it also means a gun, type of gun.
Okay.
So the first time I shot me a Drake, a gun, the homie told me to aim it this way.
Right.
So like just speaking about that experience, right? I didn't point down enough today. I'll show you. I learned from those mistakes, right? So I'm gonna aim better this time.
Right.
And making the analogy with the first time you held a gun, but this is my gun now. I'm good at aiming it. Right. Then he addresses the Pac thing, right?
Yeah, that was good. I'm glad he got that in there because that Drake track. It was pathetic.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, you know.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Some lines you just don't cross, type of thing. You're feeling
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So then there's other ones. Let's see what's up here. Oh yeah, this is interesting. I don't want to talk no sell. You know I got language barriers. It's no accent you can sell me. Drake puts on this UK accent.
Yes.
Puts on this like Spanish accent, right?
Yeah.
So he's staying true to him.
That's right.
You know,
that's right.
He's not gonna do it for the money or anything like that.
That's right. Yeah.
I like this line about like Cole and Aubrey know I'm selfish. The crown is heavy. I pray they my real friends. So if not, I'm YNW Melly. YNW Melly is a rapper who was on the come up, getting super popular. I think I showed you a song actually.
Right now?
No, maybe a few years ago. I showed you a video, not on camera, but I showed my dad "Murder on My Mind." Do you remember? And then I explained how that guy killed his friend or former friend, right? Yeah, so
that rings a bell, but I can't recall the song.
He's referring to that. So if like they're not my real friends, I'm gonna kill these guys, basically, right? He's saying I don't like you popping shit.
So what's that all about, Kai?
Yeah, so let's see what's on Meltdown. Drake sends shots of the song that we covered, right?
Oh yes.
At Pharrell, man, fuck all the spin in the narrative shit. Oh, okay, right. He said, man, fuck all that spin in the narrative shit. I'm melting the chains that you bought from your boss. Give a fuck about all of the heritage shit. Pharrell was known for wearing these big ass chains.
Yeah.
And he put them on sale recently. Pharrell is the creative director of Louis Vuitton, and he put his chains on sale. And I think, so Drake bought the chains, and he's saying that I'm gonna melt them down. And I think the boss thing, so from your boss, let's see.
There's a lot to go through here on this point.
Yeah, I don't know who Yo Boss is, but the point is like that Drake bought those, but then destroyed the chains, which is extremely disrespectful because it's a piece of like hip hop history.
Right.
Those Pharrell chains. So he's saying like, I'll inherit the beef. If you're doing that with Pharrell, I respect Pharrell. I'm going to take that on.
I don't like you pumping shit at Pharrell for him. I inherit the beef. Okay. Right.
I'm going to defend my guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck all that push and P. Push and P was like a phrase that got popular. Let me see you push a T. Pusha T, who we haven't covered on the channel, but Pusha T destroyed Drake, and he never really had a good response from it. To it, rather.
Oh, really?
So he said, "Let me see you push a T."
Right. Yeah.
So that's also a good line there. There's gonna be some crazy shit coming up though. Yeah. It's a long song.
For real, for him, I inherit the beef. Yeah, fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you push a T. You better off spinning again on him. You think about pushing me. He's Terrence Thornton, I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping feet. We ain't gotta get personal, this a friendly fade. You should keep it that way. I know some shit about niggas that make gonna wanna look like
Another
a
rapper.
saint. This ain't been about critics, not about gimmicks, not about who the greatest is. It's always been about love and hate. Now
this is important. This is sort of the same thing that Drake said. If you want to beef with me, I have some ammo that I haven't fired yet, right?
Yeah, it's interesting because in the Drake song First Person Shooter, Cole says there's three of us at the top, but I right now I'm Muhammad Ali or something. And here Kendrick is saying this ain't about critics, not about gimmicks, not about who's the greatest. So that's almost kind of a reference to that in a way.
Yeah.
Right? An answer to that, right?
Yeah, it is.
Maybe?
It is an answer to that. Yeah.
It's always been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater.
Yeah, that's interesting because I mean Kendrick himself says fuck the big three, it's just big me. So he's saying he's the greatest, but now he's saying it's not about who's the greatest. So it's sort of like, it's about love and hate. So I know, so on TaylorMade, Drake had at the end of that track saying like, I could say some stuff, but don't make me say it.
Oh yeah, that's
Remember
right.
that?
That's right.
So here he's saying, I know some shit about homies that make Gunna, who's a rapper, who's known as a snitch.
Oh yes.
Against his own people for getting, he didn't have to go to jail.
Oh.
And now his friends or people he's worked with are now paying the consequences in court. So he's saying that don't make me say this stuff because that's going to make Gunna seem like a saint.
Right.
Yeah. So that's something there. He's going to play around with that too, I think.
He's Terrence Thornton, I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping feet. We ain't gotta get personal, this a friendly fade. You should keep it that way. I know some shit about niggas that make gonna wanna look like a saint. This ain't been about critics, not about gimmicks, not about who the greatest is. It's always been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. We hate the bitches you fuck, cause they confuse themselves with real women. Then notice I said we, it's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling. How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had
That's
enough?
the hardest
How
line
many more
so
black
far for
features
me.
till you finally feel that you're black enough?
I'm going back there.
Yeah,
The
sorry.
way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. We hate the bitches you fuck, cause they confuse themselves with real women. Then notice I said we, it's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling. How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough? How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough? I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. You gon' make a nigga bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crash something. Yeah, my first one like my last one. It's a classic, you don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that. Then tell them where you get your abs from. V12 is
Ab
a fast
surgery,
one.
Drake.
Last one. Headshot for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk. Remember?
Oh, that was the best verse.
Yeah, of the whole beef so far,
So
wasn't it?
that was great, man. Oh,
Yeah.
he's cutting him down. They say Drake says, was it Drake or Cole? teasing Kendrick about his height and his foot size.
Both of them. Yeah,
Both of them.
Too
right,
short to
right.
box with the gods.
Yeah, but he's just hacking him down to nothing.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
yeah. With
It's
his
really
words.
it's really well done.
Yeah,
right?
this whole I hate the way that you talk. I hate.
He's covering everything.
Yeah.
Sorry. You know,
go for it. Yeah.
He's saying, I hate the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you dress. You know, I represent the culture.
Yeah,
that's a stab.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
He's stabbing. What do you call it?
Mm-hmm.
Dissing the women that he hangs with. Right.
Yeah.
The fairy tales about his life.
Yeah.
You know, you're not really part of the culture, man. Like you were saying.
Yeah.
Whether or not it's true or not, I don't know. But his point is, you know, you're from Canada. You know, your mom was white or something, right?
Yeah.
On and on and on and on. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's an insane run.
It's great.
Insane
It's great.
run.
Yeah.
I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough.
Oh, yeah. And I chuckled when I heard him rapping that because I thought of the song of Drake's where he says, "You're scared of the six.
Mm-hmm.
Scared of the six." Remember I said to you, he's not scaring me with his voice, you know?
Yeah.
Man, you know, he's not a Biggie. He's not The Game. He's not Prodigy. You know, his voice is just,
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying he's not a good rapper, but he's not scary.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Totally. Yeah. Great sequence here.
It
and
is.
I love how he says that with the line, "We hate bitches you F because they confuse themselves with real women." And notice I said we, it's not just me. I'm with the culture feeling. And it drops on the culture feeling.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. And we made a point when we were just talking off camera about the J. Cole. It was like your first one was a classic. Your second one made us sleep, but they gassed it. So it's like that put me to sleep, but people were loving it.
Yes.
That doesn't really seem that strong.
No.
But this one's like, I'm what the, like, you know, I'm saying what the culture is feeling.
I know.
So they're backing me up.
Yeah.
Right.
It goes beyond record sales and whatnot. It's what the culture is feeling.
Yes. Yeah.
Who represents the culture.
Yeah. And it's not just Kendrick thinking about that, about things, right? It's the culture, right? So it really has that weight to it. Really crazy run. We'll keep going here. I'm gonna
love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. We hate the bitches you fuck, cause they confuse themselves with real women. Then notice I said we. It's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling.
Oh, yes.
How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough? How many more black
flow here
features
is
till you finally
fantastic.
feel that you're black enough?
Fantastic.
I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. You gon' make a nigga bring back puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crash something. Yeah, my first one like my last one. It's a classic, you don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that. Then tell them where you get your abs from.
He got ab surgery supposedly.
Last one. Headshot for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk. Remember? Hey, Top Dog, who the fuck they think they playing with? Extortion my middle name as soon as you jump off of that plane, bitch. I'm allergic to the lame shit. Only you like being famous. Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hanging with. I hate the way that you
Lil Yachty.
Yeah, because Yachty writes Drake's lyrics a lot of the time. Not as a ghostwriter, but just as a writer.
I even hate when you say the word nigga. But that's just me, I guess. Some shit just cringeworthy. You
see that lyric?
Yeah.
Still love when you see success. Everything with me is blessed. Keep making me dance, waving my hand, and it won't be no threat. I'm knowing they call you the boy, but where's the man? Cause I ain't seen him yet. Matter of fact, I ain't even bleed him yet. Can I bleed him? When I see you stand by sexy red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I believe you don't like women. It's real competition. You might pop ass with them. Let's speak on percentage. Show me your splits. I'll make sure I double back with you. You assigned to a nigga that signed to a nigga that said he was signed to that nigga. Try cease and desist on I like that record. Oh, what? You ain't like that record? Back to back. I like that record. I'ma get back to that for the record. Why would I call around trying to get dirt on niggas? Y'all thinking my life is rap? That's whole shit. I got a son to raise, but I can see you don't know nothing about that. Waking them up, know nothing about that. Then tell them to pray, know nothing about that. Then giving them tools to walk through life like day by day, know nothing about that. Teaching them morals, integrity, discipline. Listen, man, you don't know nothing about that. Speaking the truth and consider what God's considering. You don't know nothing about that. Ain't 20v1, it's 1v20. If I gotta smack niggas, that right.
He's just killing it. He's killing it.
He's killing it.
He's just destroying Cole, destroying Drake.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no effing comparison here, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's going for Drake's
his
throat.
content, his flow,
Yeah.
his intonation, his stress, everything. It's just Really, really good.
Yeah, and the next lyric we just paused it at was, "This is I love. It's so important for diss tracks. We haven't covered that many on the channel.
No.
So important for diss tracks, to address exact points that the other people are making. In that way, it's like a debate, right?
Yeah.
Because if Drake said, and especially, it's not points that they're making. If they're slipping up and they make a weak point,
Yeah.
that's perfect entry to respond and create a better point, because now you own that point. There's no discussing that point anymore. So Drake said, it's like a 20v1, right? It's unfair. You're all coming after me.
Yeah.
But Kendrick says, this is such a clever way to do it. This is the only, I couldn't imagine a better response. He said, ain't a 20v1, it's a 1v20 if I gotta smack N-words that right with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see what this is about here. Ain't 20v1, it's 1v20 if I gotta smack homies that write with you. Oh, okay, right.
He's got all these writers, right?
An army of people writing his music.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're acting like you're the one? What do you mean? You got all these writers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's me versus the 20 of you.
Yeah.
Nice. Well put.
Yeah.
I missed that completely.
Yeah. It was just when we paused.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he went on a crazy run. And this is sort of responding to Drake saying, where have you been not responding or saying anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick sort of had to respond to that point as well.
Yeah.
So he says, why would I call around trying to get dirt on people? Y'all think my life is rap? You think that's just what I'm doing?
Yeah, I got
right?
more. I got more beyond that.
Yeah,
I got a son to raise, but you don't know anything about raising kids, do you?
Yeah, and that's because we're gonna cover it. But
I don't know why he would say that.
Crazy. So forgive me if you're thinking go back to the track, but this is really important. And Drake and Pusha T beefed in 2018? Yeah, 2018. And on Pusha T's diss track to Drake, he revealed a whole bunch of stuff. The biggest thing, the world did not know that Drake had a kid.
Oh.
Drake didn't reveal it.
And Drake was not involved in the raising of the kid?
Well, not so much because he wasn't ready to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's right. A low blow.
And after that, that's when Drake started to show his kid to the world.
Oh, you're kidding me.
After the diss track. Right? Yeah. Man.
Oh, that'll strike a big nerve, man.
Yeah, right. So that's the Pusha T, thing, right? And it's also playing back to that, right? So, yeah.
Ouch,
right? Yeah, crazy. We'll go back a little bit.
Teaching no morals, integrity, discipline. Listen, man, you don't know nothing about that. Speaking the truth and consider what God's considering. You don't know nothing about that. Ain't 20v1, it's 1v20 if I gotta smack niggas that right with you. Yeah, bring them out too, I clear them out too. Tell Bean that he better stay right with you. Am I battling ghosts or AI? Nigga feeling like Joel Austin. Funny, he was in a film called AI. And my 6'6" telling me to off him. I'm a blick niggas all in they coughing. Yeah, OB-ho niggas is dick riders. Tell them run to America to imitate heritage. They can't imitate this violence. What I learned is niggas don't like the West Coast, so I'm fine with it. I'll push the line with it. Pick a nigga off one at a time with it. We can be on a 3-hour time difference. Don't speak on the family, Crody. It can get deep in the family, Crody. Talk about me and my family, Crody. Someone go bleed in your family, Crody. I be at New Hog King eating fried rice with a dip sauce and a blammy, Crody. Tell me your cheesing, fam. We can do this right now on the camera, Crody. Hey, fuck y'all niggas, I don't trust y'all niggas. I wave one finger and thump y'all niggas like, field goal punt y'all niggas, they punk y'all niggas. Nobody never took my food. Whoever that's fucking with them, fuck you niggas and fuck the industry too. If you take it there, I'm taking it further. Psst, that's something you don't wanna do.
That almost sounded like a tease of Drake's whispering stuff he does.
Yeah, and listen to the end here, Dad.
Fuck y'all niggas too. If you take it there, I'm taking it further. Psst, that's something you don't wanna do. Ooh. We don't wanna hear you say nigga no more. We don't wanna hear you say nigga no more.
Oh, yeah. Like you're not one of us. Oh, yeah. Ouch. Oh, man. That was brilliantly done, eh? Yeah. Woo. Mm-hmm. How can Drake come back and top that?
Right.
I don't know how he'll do it, right?
Yeah.
This was such a good diss track.
Yeah. And there's more too.
Man, Kendrick is so good.
Mm-hmm.
He's just brimming with confidence and attitude.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like a lot of what he's saying. There's some truth to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm. So the main points are, you're not part of the culture.
Yeah.
You're insecure about your blackness, which, I mean, like, it's a shame that if that is true, which it seems to be true, that it has to be that way. You know what I mean? Because he's quite literally half black, right?
Yeah, and culture goes beyond one's skin color. But you could be completely say, you could have no African heritage in your lineage.
Yeah.
But be raised in a black family and have friends who are black.
Yeah.
Consider yourself part of the culture, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's black or whether, say, you're white and you're raised in China or where have you, right?
Yeah. And Drake wasn't raised in the fantastic neighborhood of Toronto.
Right.
He wasn't. He grew up with a single parent. His dad left when he was young.
Yeah.
So a single white mom, but still was surrounded by that. So, but the thing is, at first when I heard we don't want to hear you say no more, I thought, wow, like Kendrick, I thought you were sort of
a little more,
I don't know, that seemed a little bit strong.
And it also seems strong.
Yeah, I felt strong because Drake, like who is, I'm not one to say, but this is the thought process in my mind, right? That who is Kendrick to say that certain types of people can't say the N-word?
Yeah.
It seems like he's policing it too much.
Right.
And he's creating a divide in a community that, according to Kendrick's music and Kendrick himself, needs to be brought together. Right.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, I don't want to beat it to death here, but I'm thinking Kendrick, I know from that one album that we did of his, the Big Steppers.
Yeah.
That he's a thinking person, lots of ideas and introspective at times, right? Very. So, for him to throw that out, that line out, it's like, it sounds a bit narrow-minded.
Yeah. But the only thing is that then I realized, wait, hold on. He's not just talking about the fact that Drake's half black. He's saying that he's
his way of being.
Yes, his way of being.
Yeah.
AI Tupac. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like right? AI Tupac. He's picking and choosing, going into other international cultures to be successful, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Kendrick teaming up with Taylor Swift.
That is true.
How more commercial can you get?
Yeah,
quite frankly,
that's a very true point. Yeah.
But anyway,
yeah. But I think he's really trying to pick at his insecurities, right? Because Drake is insecure through his music. You can tell he's insecure about how he's half black, which is a shame, but he is, and he's totally going like this with the dagger, like, more than poking him, he's going like this with the knife, right?
Yeah.
And if you have to respond to stuff in diss tracks, we don't want to hear you say that no more. How is Drake gonna justify? Now Drake, he's putting him on a spot.
Oh yeah.
Drake has to justify his blackness, right? Which is a crazy thing have to do, right?
Yeah, right. Okay, so in his response to this, he has to address some of these things.
Yeah.
Either directly or indirectly.
Yeah.
Right?
So how will he go about addressing this?
That'll be very interesting.
Right.
Yeah. Well, maybe he'll take the perspective, you say, I'm not a part of the culture, but you like I said, you got a narrow-minded way of thinking.
Yeah.
If my skin color is the be all and end all of the culture that you claim to represent, right?
Yeah.
So interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
He's got to be cautious, because if he's too defensive, then it's going to be like, whoa, Drake's really insecure about this, right?
Oh yeah. Maybe just touch on it lightly. Yeah. That's my advice to Drake.
Yeah. So, yeah, interesting one, right?
Yeah.
This one,
brilliant stuff though.
It is really, really quite good. Yeah. So that was Euphoria. There's
Fantastic.
more to cover, so please stick around if you made it this far. Thank you very much for watching. Let us know what you thought about this track. I know it's already, it's only 4 days old, but it's sort of old news because there's other stuff we have to cover. So
even more recent than this. Well, I know Rick Ross is.
Oh yeah, we have to cover Rick Ross's. Yeah, right.
Well, he's come out with it already.
He has.
He has
3 hours after Drake did his, but it's not related to this, so it's okay that we did this, and then you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So we can cover that one too.
I got to see what Rick has to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for sticking with us for this one. It was lots of fun, and we'll see you again real soon.
Peace. Yeah.